Sharks. They have achieved incredible success as entrepreneurs and investors in multiple sectors. They all came from humble beginnings and are all self-made. The Sharks know what it takes to build business empires from nothing into billions. Now they are investing in entrepreneurs' dreams.
This is my mission. This is my life.
Let's show these Sharks what you've got.
It felt like I got struck by lightning. You better have a ton of sales.
2.3 million. That's crazy.
The world needs this stuff.
You're asking me to roll the dice.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's harsh. I think it's genius.
This is the art of doing business.
I want to be romance.
I'm telling you, this thing is about to blow up. Stop the madness. You know the definition of insanity, right?
This is Shark Tank.
I'm going to be a fantastic success. Oh my God, I can't believe we're doing this.
Walk in the park.
This is crazy. High five.
First into the tank is a business hoping to make life with a new little one easier.
Hey Sharks, we're excited to be here. My name is Ben, this is my wife Ariel,
and this is our daughter Maggie.
and we are the founders of PupBox. We're here today seeking $250,000 in exchange for 10% of our company. PupBox is changing the way puppy owners raise their fur babies.
Nobody anticipates how difficult and how stressful bringing a new puppy into their home can be. We experienced this firsthand when we adopted our precious daughter Maggie.
See, the problem is that with so many product options in the big box stores, it's hard to find the best products for your baby's changing needs.
We created PupBox to make puppyhood easier for puppy parents like ourselves by delivering everything a new puppy owner needs on a monthly basis.
Each month, our subscribers get a box that includes 5 to 7 products that range from toys and treats to grooming tools and accessories. A training guide is also included to let you know what's going on with your puppy and what you should be doing to keep up. Everything's customized for your puppy's developmental stage and physical characteristics. PupBox will walk you through every stage of your puppy's development.
Through the potty training blues,
Chewing on shoes.
and terrible twos.
Give us 1 second to pass out samples.
Oh my God.
You get one. This one's yours. This is Ferrari. Loves fast cars. This is DJ. This is Chanel.
That's Mavi.
Come here, Mavi. Oh, come here, buddy.
I was going to wear the same exact tie today.
Mr. Wonderful. That's Cash, and here's Cash's box.
Are these therapy dogs?
No, not yet. They could be, though.
It's
someday.
working on the Shark.
Kevin hasn't said a word.
How much is the box?
So the price ranges from $29 to $39. It is a subscription.
Per month?
So it's, per month. So it's $39 for 1 month subscription, $34 for a 3-month subscription.
So, Ben, I want to write some stuff down, so I want to lose cash flow here.
Okay.
Bring Cash over here.
All right.
He doesn't want to be
Cash
with
flow,
the
see you
mean
later.
Kevin anymore.
It's crazy about me. Are you
Give it to
kidding?
me.
The average price paid per month per user is $30, and that's after all the discounts.
I'm not sure. I've never had a puppy. Only had cats.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? I would imagine that at a certain point in time, they might not need to have all of these different training things or helpful brochures.
Sure. So we capture them when they're a puppy as early as we can during puppyhood, and then once they graduate from our puppy program, we roll them over into an adult box, which is more of a discovery box.
Ben, how long have you been doing it?
So we've been doing this for 2 years. We've been doing it full-time for a year. So far to date, we've done about $580,000 in sales. We're on pace to do $800,000 this year.
So how are you acquiring customers online? How would anybody know about you right now?
Sure. So our customer acquisition really revolves around social media and social sharing. Because they're puppies and it's very shareable content, we have 75,000 followers on Instagram. It really is content gold. We encourage them to share pictures online, so it's really a snowball effect.
What's your background?
Sure. So I come from a startup background. It was a conference production business, but I worked in content marketing and business development there.
And Ariel?
And Ariel has over 15 years of pet experience. So
I'm all pet industry. So I worked in distribution, manufacturing, import-export, every single thing you can imagine.
Ben, what do you think you'll do next year in sales?
Next year, I think we'll do about $2.5 million. We've been growing at about 10% month over month for the last year, so we're projecting that out. Very consistently.
I'm going to give you my puppy back just so I can look in your box.
Are you profitable at $2.5 million?
Yes.
Are you profitable at $800,000?
At $800,000 at the end of the year, we will be profitable. We just reached cash flow positive 2 months ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I must say your strategy of putting puppies on Shark's laps has really taken the teeth out of them. Look at Cuban. Ever since that dog peed on
said a
him,
word.
ever since that little puppy peed on him, he hasn't said a word.
Drool, not pee.
Love the dogs and all that, but your valuation is aggressive, I find. I give you $200,000 for 10%, imputes a $2 million value. Why is it worth $2 million? It's not profitable.
$2.5 million.
The numbers that we're projecting out for end of year, this year and next year, are very reasonable for us to attain. And with, the Sharks' help, we think we can really do a lot more.
Guys, I'll clear the decks a little bit. Look, thank you for letting me play with Mavi here.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of subscription services. That's just a tough business. I'm out.
Okay,
All right, thank you, Mark.
So if I say to you, I'll give you the 250K, right?
Right.
I made that small error when I was writing it down.
You did.
Math is complicated.
But 250, okay, for 20%. I want the Shark discount.
Thank you so much. We really do appreciate the offer.
Doesn't sound like you're jumping all over it.
I just want to hear if there's any other Sharks that want to come in now for an offer, or if you'd like me to...
I'm somewhat interested. I have the same issue as Kevin does. Lately, over the last couple of years, I've gotten into this area with Turbo Pup, and I work with PetSmart and Petco. I'll give you $250,000 for 25%.
A worse offer.
I just know that I'm going to be in this business. I'm passionate about it, and that's why I have to add that, because that's purely my time.
All right, Lori, Robert, do you guys want to weigh in here?
I love it. Valuation's aggressive today.
We're aggressive people.
Well, I like that. But I do think there's a bit of a premium for having a Shark on board and getting a deal.
Understood.
I'll give you $250,000 for 15%.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
getting
great.
better.
That's definitely getting better.
Do
It's
we have
moving
a
in the
deal?
right direction now.
Do we have a deal?
Ooh.
Do we have a deal?
And he's forcing you to take the deal right now before
I
you
would love
hear
to
what I
hear
have
from
to say.
Lori.
Do we have a deal?
One Shark is out, but Ben and Ariel have 3 offers for their subscription box for puppies, Pup Box.
Do we have a deal?
I would love to hear from Lori if you want to join the deal. We'd also love to get multiple Sharks involved, so if we could hear from everyone, that would be awesome.
No way in the world will I get into this deal with other Sharks. They don't bring any value.
The other problem
They
is
don't bring
getting
any
the Shark
value
out of
to you,
bed.
so
Here's the
that's
problem.
See,
All kinds of bad things can happen the longer you wait.
offer if he would have let me, but you just heard what he had to
Here
say.
is why I'm going to leave my offer where I'm at because of this.
So let's summarize. Damon is offering you $250,000 for 25%. I'm far more reasonable. You get Mr. Wonderful for 20% for $250,000, and then you get the discount Shark.
I would have gone in with Damon
discount
if
shark.
he would have had me.
And I
We
love the
got
puppies.
2 Sharks at the 25%,
Well,
which
what
is
are
a better
you
value.
thinking about, Lori? Why?
Well, you know that I am expert
Are you going to
at
give up
getting things
25%?
in
That's
stores.
ridiculous.
You know I'm lightning
No.
speed.
So
know
why are you
that
letting him
I
talk?
every pet.
No, I understand.
But
Ben,
I
250,000,
think through
15%.
influencers and through social
Baby, what do you
media
want to do?
I would love to hear what
Yeah.
they have to offer.
Yeah,
They're
we're
offering
trying.
25%.
He's just like,
Yeah, they're negotiating with themselves.
Hold on one second. Lori,
Were you guys willing to come down on the 25%?
You don't like my offer?
I want to see if we get as many Sharks as possible.
I don't want to do a deal with the other Sharks. It's not enough
online.
equity.
I see this as an online play.
I have a lot of respect for Lori, but I wouldn't be interested in this. And I'll tell you why I believe that.
Lori just got thrown under the bus.
Here's why I believe my extra 10% in regards to him is of more value.
Well,
Hold on, Rob. Let me just explain because I want
I
you to
gotta
have
go walk my
educated
dogs.
decisions. I have a large amount of relationship with manufacturers, so the 5%, I could probably save you 15% in acquisition of product. Number 2 is I have a very big passion for this.
I actually speak dog. You know what that dog's saying to me? Don't do the deal with Damon. That's way too much equity.
No one's letting Lori speak.
25% is too much, and we
There
already
you
have an
have
offer
it.
on the table
And
for
you're
15.
absolutely right.
But you have an offer on the table right now. I'm going to get up in a minute. I'm going to go walk my
They
dog.
do.
They
It's
just
horrible.
Ariel,
Okay,
I'm
you
going to get
don't
up in
know
a
that
minute.
at home.
You don't
I
like
believe
any other
in you.
Sharks.
I believe in you guys.
I can't hear
You
you.
want to do a
split
deal
my
with somebody
equity
that's
at
passionate in
7.5%.
cars, money, or pets?
I'm getting up.
All right, you got to do it. You got to do it.
He screams like a little girl. It's like he is a puppy.
That's good.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
There was
you.
nice job, guys.
We're super glad that we got Robert. I really wanted to hear all the offers out, but as soon as Damon and Lori started talking, Robert was really starting to get pushy, and I mean,
Yeah.
he gave us a fair offer. We asked for 10%, he offered 15, so we couldn't not take it.
In Season 6, we watch Nick and Elise Oleksak make a deal with Lori Grenier for their cream cheese stuffed mini bagel ball company, Bantam Bagels.
Would you be interested in 25%?
If you decide right now with me.
You have a deal.
Let's see what they're up to now.
Hi, guys.
Hey, I'm in Seattle today with Nick and Elise, and we are here at Starbucks headquarters for a big meeting.
Last year, Starbucks tested us in 400 stores, and this year we're really hoping they're going to put us in a whole lot more.
Welcome to Starbucks.
The journey to get here hasn't been an easy one. The outcome of today's meeting could lay the foundation for our business, for our family's future. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm really bursting inside.
We felt pretty good coming out of that first initial test. We want to discuss maybe going to a few more stores. How about 7,700 stores? All our company-owned stores here in the United States.
With this increase in demand, we're going to get things going in Brooklyn. We have 40 employees, 2 shifts, ready to get going, baking mini stuffed bagels for everybody.
Before Shark Tank, we did $200,000 in sales. Now, 2 years later, we've done $13 million in sales.
Welcome to the family.
Having this partnership with Lori and knowing that she's there for us and help us grow this business to the size we want it to be, it's everything we ever dreamed, and we're here and we're living it. This is America. This is the entrepreneurial dream.
Everybody say Phantom!
Next into the tank is an apparel company geared towards an underserved market.
Hey Sharks, I'm Hunter.
And I'm Alex. We're from Las Vegas, Nevada. Our company is Barbell Apparel, and we're seeking $500,000 for 5% of our business.
Wow. We're redefining clothing for athletic body types.
Hunter and I grew up living an active lifestyle. We played sports, we lifted weights, we're doing anything to get us into the great outdoors.
But as you can imagine, with a booty like this and thighs like that, we could never find clothing that fits. So we decided to create a line of athletic fit denim, chinos, and shorts tailored to fit muscular legs. Using high-tech fabrics, military-grade stitching, and a fit tailored for active bodies, our clothing will keep you moving in 360-degree comfort no matter what your day throws at you. Alex, let's show these Sharks what you've got.
In normal jeans, I can barely sit down. With our jeans,
There are no limits. Now, who would want clothing that can move like that? Athletes work hard for their strong, meaty thighs and want to be proud of them. Our clothing keeps them comfortable, moving freely, and most importantly, feeling great about themselves.
So Sharks, who wants to take a chance
With our pants. We have samples to pass out, and we're happy to answer any questions.
Can we answer the question about why you're worth $10 million?
Wow, we're going right there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Hold on.
Because I guarantee you it's coming up.
Yeah.
Is this a lot of Lycra?
Yeah, it's 1% spandex.
All right, Kevin, what was your question?
My
Let's go
question
right
is
there.
very simple. You better have a ton of sales to justify this valuation in the clothing industry.
I want to just get to this really
Why can't we
quick.
talk about sales, Damon?
Because, you know, I want
You
to be...
don't have a 32-inch waist.
I want
Are
to be
you kidding me?
romance. Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, ask your question.
Tell me what your sales are going to be this year.
2.3 million.
2.3 million.
Yes.
And you think you're worth 5 times revenue?
That's not the real question. The real question is, what's your growth rate
Our growth rate currently is around 100%.
per year? So you expect to do 3.4 million, give or take, next year.
Yeah, 3 to 4 million.
Where are the clothes being sold?
100% online.
Where have you done these sales? And
So we founded on Kickstarter in March of 2014. And so I married my wife in spring of 2014. And because the business was struggling, we were on our honeymoon, and I was staying at a friend's house because we didn't have money for a hotel. And I was late night on the laptop finishing up the details. And we had a goal of $15,000. And I was just hoping we would meet our goal over the 45-day campaign. And I went to bed that night, and I woke up, and there was already $80,000 funded.
Good for you. 80.
Yeah, we had hit our goal in 40 minutes.
I have to admit, I thought every niche of the denim market was covered. I have never heard of this. I really applaud you.
That first Kickstarter, by the way, went on to fund over $735,000.
What?
You did $735,000
You
on
did
Kickstarter?
735?
On a percentage basis, I'm going to assume that a healthy denim company can make 15% pre-tax, right?
Our margins are a little bit better. Our gross profit on last year's 1.1 million was around 700,000.
What do you think you'll do on this year's 2.3?
Our gross should be around 1.5.
Is that after you paid yourselves?
No, but we...
Okay, but let's look at it. An investor has to know you're getting paid and all your employees. If you normalized all that, what are you going to make?
Free cash flow for this year should be around $500,000.
Good for you. Did we ever ask how much the jeans are?
They retail for $149.
That's not bad. And what's your cost for them? Between 15 and 20 bucks.
Wow. Oh, wow.
do you have a problem with inventory?
We do, a bad one. The problem is that we sell this stuff so fast, we don't have the cash to buy a couple quarters in advance to kind of ease it up, and that's why we're here, because we need a shark to help us get over our inventory hurdle so we can get ahead of the curve and actually meet the
I know this business pretty well. It's a management of inventory business. It's very, very tough, and it sucks cash like there is no tomorrow. I'm not saying you can't.
You said it, brother.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't fix it, but at a 10 million valuation starting as an investor, I mean, you guys are from Vegas. You're asking me to roll the dice, and I like to gamble, but under this valuation, it's too big a risk.
Do you want me to tell you what you're worth today, what you get in the private equity market valuation?
I'm sure you're going to tell us. So.
I know you need to know it. Thank goodness I'm here. I think if you could actually get a private equity firm to invest pre-money at $5 million, you're a rock star. I don't think you could, but if you could, that would be the max.
We're here to make a deal. So like I said, we're good at what we do, but we know the value you guys bring. And
let me tell you what I think about it. I have 15 clothing brands, right? And 12 of them are dead. The reason why I still invest in apparel businesses, they have to have a couple of criteria. I want it to be somewhere in the sports and athleticism, but not denim. I want it to be somebody who has to buy a new pair of shoes every 3 months, or they've been doing yoga and they have to buy a new pair of spandex every 3 months. Denim, the more damage it gets, the cooler it is, right? So you don't get to resell that type of stuff in my world.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do right now is denim, so I'm out.
Guys, I just want to point out on an after-tax basis for a clothing company, you're asking 30 times.
Yeah, but none are growing as fast as they are.
Yeah, but that is an extraordinary multiple.
It's not the multiple that's the issue with me, guys. The issue is it's hard to create barriers to entry. The minute someone says, dang, Barbell is killing it, I love their clothes, but I can't get them, then that creates opportunity for somebody else. I'm not saying you're not going to be successful. Look, 99.99% of entrepreneurs in this world, if you told them they could have $500,000 net cash flow after paying themselves, would cut off their hand to get it. So you guys are doing amazing things. The question is how you overcome not being able to protect it. I'm out.
Thank you. We appreciate your time.
And congratulations.
You guys, listen, I give you serious props for what you've done. Getting into this industry is hard as can be. And you guys actually created something new, where I don't think there's been anything new in forever. But I can't see where this would be an investment that's right for me, so I'm out. But like I said, serious props to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Guys, the inventory scares me. If I was ever going to get into jeans with the two of you guys...
I'll tell you this, before you go any further, is that we are good at inventory production. I know what I'm going to sell. I just need to be able to buy it. And we have great manufacturing terms. We're really good at sourcing, and we can get our lead times down as low as 6 weeks.
Yeah, Hunter, I can't get there. It's just more inventory, more money. You guys are great operators. And that's the greatest compliment I can give somebody as an entrepreneur. Inventory scares me. I'm out.
I understand.
Yeah.
So guys, you can downplay or even suggest you guys haven't done a phenomenal job in such a brutally competitive space. I mean, that's what it is. But this thing's going to inhale cash. It's not going to be a very liquid situation for
It'll exhale cash too.
With our margins, it's going to be one of the best investments.
It will, but it will inhale cash, as every clothing industry does.
That's Mark said. It'll exhale cash too.
It's a very difficult deal. I'm going to pass. I'm out. I think the lesson, and we've all learned it together here today, this is not Las Vegas. 500,000 is a ton of money. Had you asked for less, you're probably walking out with a shark. Good luck.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Thank
It was
you,
a
guys.
pleasure.
It was very frustrating to hear the Sharks say that they wanted to invest, but get super hung up on the money, you know, because it's not actually that much money, especially when we're like at a 2.3 million run rate.
Well, that's the lesson. People come in here with these huge numbers. It's an all-in thing.
Why risk $500,000 in an industry that it's just full of dead bones? Even big brands.
The big brands are dying, trust me.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur passionate about popularizing a health supplement in America.
Hi, I'm Catherine Arnston, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm the founder and CEO of Energy Bits. Sharks, you want more energy, better health, slow aging? Throw away those energy drinks and bars and get your energy naturally by going down to the bottom of the food chain. I'm talking algae. Energy Bits are tiny algae tablets that give you energy, increase your focus, satisfy your hunger. They increase athletic performance and speed recovery, all for 1 calorie per tab and all from one ingredient. Algae. No, algae's not pond scum. Well, actually, it is, but it's also a superfood. Hey, algae isn't even new. It's been used used in Asia for 50 years, where it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it can be even bigger here. Sharks, we've been selling our algae for 6 years, doubling sales almost every year. I'd love to have you join us as an investor because we have an exciting future. Would you like to take a look?
Catherine, what were you asking?
Catherine, you forgot something.
Oh, well, that's right. I'm looking for $500,000 in exchange for 5% of my company.
You forgot that? I don't blame you. This better be good.
Well, you're a very impressive audience.
Now let's see it. I liked her more before we knew the number.
I obviously didn't have enough this morning.
I guess it didn't help with your memory as much as you thought, huh?
This is Energy Bits, and on the other side, Recovery Bits.
Lori?
Thank you.
Lori?
This packaging hasn't come back from China yet.
Okay, so do I want one of each of these?
Yeah.
Now, can you eat these all at the same time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm more the skinny bits. I'm not an energy guy.
Yeah, take some recovery.
I love the taste of it.
30 is the serving. You need 30 to feel any energy, but it's very quiet energy.
30 is a whole packet?
Yes.
I'm supposed to eat the whole packet?
Well, we recommend people swallow them, but yes,
don't chew it.
No, you don't chew it.
Well, I would recommend...
don't chew it.
Oh.
Oh, this is nasty.
I love the taste of it.
You got to swallow all 30 of these?
Yes,
I love the taste of it.
Actually, they go down very, very easily. A lot of people
I
have
wish
them.
you said to me, don't chew them.
It tastes like when I look at the scum on top of a lake, if I would lick that scum.
Well,
Yeah, but wait. So
like
I'm looking at
kibble.
the ingredients.
It's
I'm looking
like
at the
Only
ingredients.
one ingredient.
Like,
It's only one ingredient. It's just algae. There's nothing else in it.
No, but in terms of the nutrition.
Energy Bits and Skinny Bits are the same, just different branding. Recovery Bits are a different algae.
Energy Bits, Recovery Bits.
Yes.
All the same thing inside the package.
No. Recovery Bits are chlorella. There are two algae. One is called chlorella, and that builds your immune system, pulls out toxins, including lactic acid, which is why the athletes take it. Energy Bits is spirulina, and that algae provides you with energy, focus, satisfies your hunger.
So how do you know it works, Catherine?
Because it's been used for 50 years.
That doesn't tell us anything.
Because there are 100,000 studies that have documented the efficacy.
100,000 studies. Give us one.
Well, there's one on the fact that spirulina contains phycocyanin, which is a pigment, and it has been documented to reverse the growth of tumors and cancer.
So all doctors, all cancer doctors, all oncologists are giving...
Virtually no medical, none of the medical community really knows anything.
So they don't know how to read studies is what you're saying.
Catherine,
Where are you selling, Catherine?
Okay,
Like,
we've
what
been
are you
selling
doing?
online only through our website for the last 6 years.
What do you sell them for, and what do you make?
$115 for a bag.
For a bag. How about a package?
A package is $4.
What's your cost on a package or a bag?
$40 all in for a bag, and
For a large bag.
For a large bag.
How many in a bag?
1,000.
What are your sales?
Well, our lifetime sales are 1.5 million.
Oh, million.
Over 6 years, you sold 1.5 million.
Yes.
What did you sell last year?
About 300,000.
Have you made any money?
Every single penny goes back into I'm always redoing
Got
things.
it.
I'm always
Okay.
revamping. I'm always learning how to do something better, faster.
So why is it worth 10 million?
Catherine, why would you do that? You've seen this before. You've seen this show a million times. If I go to a horror movie and I see a black person in it, I know they're going to die first, right? You know already what we're going to do to you. Why would you do that?
What I want you to understand is what's different about us is that we have created the first mainstream brand for algae.
Right.
We're the first. We're a brand. We are a branding company.
Catherine, how did you get into this?
So my sister developed breast cancer, and her oncologist told her she should change her diet. So after helping her research the foods, I started learning more about plant-based nutrition. I thought, my God, this was like 8 years ago. This needs to get out to America. So I went back to school, I studied nutrition, and I stumbled across algae and found out it's been sold in America for 50 years, but it's never caught on. And I thought, what's wrong? Why doesn't America know about algae? Because
Because it didn't work?
no, it's because it's never been branded properly. So I'll tell you, so I started. I spent 2 years doing all the research. I went through bankruptcy. I was in foreclosure for 3 years. I had my car repossessed. My lights turned off 5 times. I suffered every single embarrassment, financial ruin that you can possibly imagine, and I am unstoppable because you know what, if you guys don't invest, that's okay, because I'm going to be a
I like you now.
Catherine, now I like her. Catherine, too many energy bits.
success.
Too many energy bits.
Because the world needs this stuff, and America doesn't want to take algae unless you package
That
it
makes
in
me
a
more
way.
excited about investing in it, you know that? How many more years will you keep going, losing money, before you take this out behind the bar?
Well, this is our pivotal year. This is the year. Next year, we're going to blow up.
We don't make money this year. We're going to stop doing this, right?
No, I'm never going to stop.
Listen, think about what you're saying. I think the mistake in your presentation is not your passion. You're going to have a very hard time anywhere getting around this 10 million valuation. I don't think it's worth 500,000, the whole company. because you don't make any money and you have a non-proprietary commodity that you package. I'm sorry, I'm out.
This is my joy. This is my mission. This is my life. I will do this for the next 20 years.
You know the definition of an insanity, right?
You're doing the same thing over and expecting a different
Look, I've had my lights turned off.
Yeah.
I've had to turn off my phone because of the bill collectors.
Yeah.
We all go through it, right?
Yeah.
But you keep on doing the same thing.
No, I'm not. We're not going to retail.
Catherine, you're on a mission, but I think there's just more than a minimal disconnect from reality. I'm out.
We've never been to retail before. This is a whole
Catherine, there's a scary thing about you're going to retail. So in your packaging, when you say things like skinny bits, you're implying that you will get skinny by eating them.
That's just the name. We don't claim about weight loss at all.
It's implied by calling it a skinny bit.
Yeah.
You need to be responsible that you are not deceiving the public and that you have claims in which to back that up.
Yeah.
I'm out. And I think you should be careful.
Is this good for everybody? Could somebody be allergic to it? Can somebody get sick?
Well, everybody buys product liability insurance, number one.
So you have that?
Well, we don't have it, no, because we haven't been able to afford it. And I agree with you. It is challenging.
I'm out.
That's okay. Thank you for your
Catherine, what's
feedback.
the biggest benefit of going bankrupt?
It was a humbling experience.
Well, that's true. In business, the benefit is when you do something wrong, you lose money, it tells you, adjust.
Right.
You've been doing it for
Right.
5 years, you're not making money.
Right.
You don't make the product, you're not a manufacturer, you're not even a business.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry that you don't think
You're
we
really
are.
not. With all due respect, I'm not sure you're a business person. I think you're a preacher in the land of algae.
Okay.
And I'm not sure I want to pray there. I'm out.
That's okay.
Is there anybody else in this deal?
Nope.
Okay, Catherine, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Good luck, Catherine.
Goodbye. Sorry, Sharks. I did nothing wrong with the valuation. The company is growing so fast, and we have so many opportunities coming our way so quickly. I don't need to convince anybody. If they can't see it, then that's unfortunate for them. It's not unfortunate for me because I have a growing business.
My name is Vance Zahorsky, and I live with my 2 daughters and my wife with my parents in Hudson, Wisconsin. Every minute of every day, I think about fishing. It's been ingrained in my blood since I was 4 years old. My product takes one of the most overlooked inconveniences of fishing and completely cuts it out. Brush those pearly whites. When my wife agreed to go all in, I gave up a 6-figure job. We sold our dream house and moved into my parents' house, the same bedroom that I lived in when I was going to high school.
More boxes here.
I'm the definition of a one-man band. I've driven from Rhode Island to California. I handle shipping, packaging. Luckily, I've got my family to support me, and they help out when they can, which has been a key to my success.
Whoa, grab one.
From the moment I came up with my idea, I've thought about Shark Tank. I've played out the role in my head, and every step that I've taken has been with getting a deal with the shark. And now I'm right at that point. I'm so close.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Vance Zahorsky, and I'm seeking $120,000 for 20% equity stake in my company, Line Cutters. Line Cutters is a fisherman's best friend. Now, I've been fishing since I was 4 years old on my grandpa's dock in Wisconsin, so fishing's in my blood. I was fishing at my friend's wedding in Florida and accidentally caught a 3-foot black-tip shark. When I got it onto the beach, it thrashed around and got tangled up in my line. I needed to cut it free quick. So I ran up to my tackle box to grab my knife, and it had fallen in the sand. I stepped on it and almost cut off my toe. At that moment, I had had enough. I was absolutely sick and tired of dealing with the same old rusty fingernail clippers and dangerous knives just to cut line. I've even chipped my teeth biting line the old school way. Twice! I thought, why not just put a cutter on your finger? So I busted out some welding putty, broke apart a dental floss cutter, and handmade my first prototype. The very first line cutter's ring. When I slipped it on my finger and effortlessly cut, it felt like I got struck by lightning. I had figured out a way to cut fishing line faster, safer, and more conveniently than any other cutter out there. I knew it was $1 million idea. Now, in just over a year, we have done $280,000. I gotta show you how this works. This is 12-pound test monofilament line, pretty popular for catching sunny and bass. This is 30-pound test fluorocarbon. 30, 50, 60-pound fish is what you catch with that. 50-pound braided nylon. You can't bite this with your teeth. All right, let's get crazy. This is a 100-pound test braided nylon fishing line. You can catch 200- and 300-pound shark with this line.
That's crazy.
Stop the madness.
I can't cut my skin with it either. And the best part is, the fishing industry is just the beginning. So sharks, who wants line cutters to cut you loose to make some real money?
Can we see them?
Absolutely.
Great
Do we have a
presentation.
sample?
So I made special rings for each one of you. Lori, I've got a bedazzled ring for you.
Bedazzled!
My
I
Polish
love it.
brother, the white Polish eagle.
Croatian.
Oh, I'm sorry, Croatian.
I can't wear this.
Yeah, deal's over. Damon, the most fashionable shark, my favorite ring. Green carbon fiber.
most fashionable.
And Mark, I got a custom Dallas ring just for
That's
you.
what's up, baby.
So you teased us a little bit saying the fishing industry is just the beginning. What other plans do you have for the ring cutter?
So, it just so happens that this ring works perfectly for cutting thread, yarn, and embroidery floss. This one single SKU works in 2 multi-billion-dollar industries.
How much does it cost?
All right, so the ring by itself costs about $1.68 per unit.
For you to make?
Correct. I sell it for $12 retail.
Wow.
And I have 150 stores that I'm in currently.
And what's your wholesale to them?
Wholesale to them is $6. We're 70% margin.
What about the big box guys in outdoors?
Keep in mind, we're less than 17 months old. We're getting there. I flew out to Bentonville and talked to Walmart.
And?
We didn't quite get to the price point we
They
want.
didn't like the 12 bucks, did they?
Correct. They wanted to retail it at $4.99.
Vance, you have enough margin to sell it for that. What was the issue?
Here's the challenge. So I'm a young company. If I do that and I upset all the dealers that I'm in, and I'm picking up dealers regularly, and then Walmart pulls the plug on me, and I've upset all my dealers,
Good for
I've
you.
got really good margin. I've got...
Vance, I want to tell you a story, and I want you to listen hard.
Oh, Lord,
okay?
here we go.
Because I think you're going to appreciate it. I, too, flew to Bentonville once to try and sell software to them. The industry priced all software at $39.95. And I'm doing $350 million a year at that price. The price of a computer was $1,200. I sat with the buyer, and he said to me, we want to sell your software for $19.95. Next week, Walmart is going to change the price of PCs to $999, and our opening order for you, right here, is $24 million. You have 10 minutes to decide. Your competitor's waiting outside. What do you think I did?
You took it.
Exactly. Our sales grew to $1 billion that year. Walmart changed the industry by pricing at a point that they understood would move. Listen to that story. Don't be a fool.
How old was the company at that point?
It was in its 6th year.
Okay, I'm less than a year and a half
But you're
old.
a product. You're not a company yet.
Well, it's going that way. In a year, I've developed a brand. I have people buying my apparel line, which I think there's a great play here to expand into down. Hold on. This is long term, not now. I haven't even scratched the surface
The
with
fact
this.
that you made them and sold it to them is a huge red flag.
Vance, I think you're going to get knocked off. My dad loved fishing. He actually had a product that was similar to this. He had a ring, he put it on his pinky, and it was like a little mini sickle. He'd cut line all the time because I always got it tangled. But mostly, I can't do a deal with you because you thought I was Polish and not Croatian. So, damn you!
I got it.
Damn you!
Here, Polish immigrants.
Yeah, I'm out.
Vince, let me simplify. Not a fisherman. You know, anybody who goes into clothing, when they're just getting started, always scares me. It's not really a fit for me, so I'm out.
I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for your time.
What are you going to do with the money?
Okay, so the $120,000 is going to be split in pretty much key categories: marketing, inventory, and then I need help. Like, I'm running 2 companies. I did the website. Those displays are built by me. I cut off a Halloween arm, cut the bloody stump off, painted them silver. The signs.
I like this guy.
All right. I'll give you $120,000 for 40%.
That's a really good offer. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear if there's any other offers. I'd really
Kevin's
appreciate
left,
that offer.
Lori's left.
I'm going to make things easy for you. I didn't like the Walmart answer, as you know. I think you should reconsider that. That's a very large distribution partner.
Are you sure you want to wait till he finishes what he says when you're talking to a guy who's an avid fisherman and somebody who
I can help you, or you can piss me off.
I know.
And I'm going to cut this in half for you.
Are you sure you want to go down that road with him? Because it may change after that.
Two sharks are out, and Vance has one offer on the table from Damon for his fishing line cutter, Line Cutters. However, he may jeopardize the offer by listening to the other sharks.
Are you sure you want to go down that road with him? Because it may change after that.
I can go 2 ways. I can say I'm out and make it easy for you to get a deal, or you could piss me off, and I'll drop this price in half.
You can say you're out, and then I'm going to go for 49% because he had second guessing.
I'm kind of indifferent. I'd be happy to screw you up. On the other hand, I'm a nice guy sometimes.
Are you sure?
I've come a long way and given up a lot. I'd just like to hear if there's any other offers.
I have no interest. I'm out.
Lori, you're still in the game, or are you?
I think it's genius. I really like it. And I really like you. But if Walmart is offering you a deal, that's a huge deal. I think you should be very careful about not rejecting a great offer, and even more scary to me is holding too high of a price point where someone can undercut you so severely that they'll just kill your sales. So anyway, love you, but I'm out.
So you're left with Damon with $120,000.
The problem is in negotiation, you become more valuable the less amount of people in the room, right? And you took a chance, and you're
gonna make him pay a horrible price.
Damon, is the tide shifting?
Well, I was open, but because I'm become more valuable, that's instead of raising the price on you, that's going to be my final offer without a counter. Take it or leave it.
Damon, is there any chance you would take 25% for $120,000?
I don't think you just heard what I said. You would have had that shot 2 sharks ago.
I just wanted to hear some advice.
I understand what you're saying, but now I'm the only person in the room with you. If you and I start as partners, and I ask for 40%, that means I'm coming with the heat.
Just remember, 60% of a watermelon is a whole lot better than 100% of a grape.
I understand, and I've fought and clawed my way here, and to give up 40% is just, I would have gotten an investor right away. I've given everything, and you were one of the sharks I came in wanting to do a deal with. I think we can both make a lot of money. Just 40% is...
To make him a counter.
He did. 25% for $120,000.
He doesn't want that counter.
We just launched on Amazon. I'm telling you, this thing is just about, I've done all the work. It's about
you don't know the work that's ahead of you, which I think I will enjoy.
Vince, it's not selling time, it's closing time.
I'm not going to counter on it. I need to know that you believe in me, and I will believe in you. I'm not here to take advantage of you.
He has no flexibility. What are you going to do?
You got 15 seconds to answer me.
Would you do 28%?
You have 15 seconds to
30%.
You have 10 seconds to answer.
I can't do it.
Go to a third. Just try it.
I can't. 33%.
Okay.
Yes! You're one of the guys I wanted.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
Yes! Oh my gosh! It's insane. I dreamt about this moment. For 2 years, I've thought about what just happened. And it just happened right this freaking second.
Say it again, you're on speaker.
We got a deal!
With who?
With Damon.
Shut up.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah.
Next time on Shark Tank, 6 sharks circle the tank.
Yo, Sharkies, to go in 6 deep.
Behold, the magic of science.
Here we go.
Yo, Justin. What's up, Steeler Nation? Antonio Brown.
Join me to stop cyberbullying forever. It'll never work. You're dead to me.
Children are going to watch this. You don't know the stuff you don't know.
There's nothing to prevent anybody else from doing this.
I'll start.
Make it good.